This is the second in the series of videos covering the third lecture of the Computer Fundamentals topic of the IES Information Technology course. This video deals with input and output devices. Input is the process of putting data into the computer. Data from the input device is sent to the CPU and is stored immediately in RAM. The most common input device is the keyboard, and the most common keyboard is the QWERTY keyboard, so named because of the first 6 letters on the top row of keys. It has a long history and many myths surrounding it, but its design is such that a typist on an old mechanical typewriter could achieve greater speeds because the hammers that struck the ink ribbon onto the page were less likely to jam than the original keyboard layout, which simply had the keys in alphabetical order. Other keyboard layouts exist, such as the Maltron keyboard, with its ergonomic design and more frequently used keys under the strongest fingers, or the Dvorak keyboard, which simply remaps the standard keyboard layout to be more efficient. Specialist keyboards exist, like the one-handed keyboard shown here, and even quirky keyboards like the AlphaGrip, which has the user's hands holding it like a console controller. The next most common input device is the mouse or trackpad. There are both 1 and 2 button mouses depending on whether you use a PC or a Mac. A specialist gaming mouse has more buttons and can usually be programmed to suit the user's favourite game. Trackpads are very common on laptops, but you can actually buy them for desktop machines as well. There's no denying that gaming is a common use of computers, and as such there are a vast array of controllers available, from a basic joystick to the familiar console game controllers that can also be used on your home computer. Then there are specialist controllers, such as those for flight simulators and also driving games. Some people go so far as to build plane and car cockpits with these controllers built into them. Other input devices include touchscreens on smartphones, tablets, and laptop-tablet hybrid machines. These screens by definition are also output devices, and so they blur the simple von Neumann architecture mentioned in the first video of the series. Barcode readers are used in most retail environments, but especially in supermarkets. Other codes, like QR codes, can also be read using similar devices. Scanners digitize images from paper. Photographs are stored as images, and documents might also be stored as images, or they can be converted back to an editable form using OCR, Optical Character Recognition software. Sensors receive data about the physical world and then process or store the data for later use. Examples exist in the movie industry, where motion tracking is often used to enhance animated characters, such as Gollum from Lord of the Rings. Click on the link in the description to learn more about this. Other uses of sensors are in sports science, when athletes want to track their performance, or in medicine, from something as simple as an oxygen sensor placed over a finger to an ECG. And finally, there's been a surge of wearable devices, such as the Garmin Fitbit, which monitors heart rates and other fitness data, to the wearable Google Glass, which displayed information in a smartphone-like hands-free format. Wearers communicate with the internet via natural language voice commands, making it an input and output device much like a touchscreen. Output devices display information to the user of the device. We've already seen 2 devices which are also input devices, touchscreens and the Google Glass. And just as the keyboard is the most common input device, the screen or monitor is the most common output device because of its immediate feedback to the user. And we've come a long way from green-on-green monochrome CRT, cathode ray tube monitors, to the large-scale flat panel monitors we use today. And as we've seen, these screens can be touch sensitive, and two of the more common applications are smartboards in the classroom and touchscreen kiosks at shopping malls or even amusement parks. Despite the ideal of a paperless society, we still remain shackled to hard copies of many documents, and so we have printers. From a basic home office laser printer to the more elaborate but cripplingly expensive to restock home multifunction printer, which can print, copy and also scan, putting it into the input-output device category. Then there are the more robust business machines such as the Office Multifunction Center with its built-in functions such as automatic stapling, booklet creation and even electronic filing of scanned documents, the ability to receive faxes. And then there are also the large format printers that are generally used to print advertisements and large posters, but also used in businesses where the need arises, like printing large format train control graphs. And now we have reasonably priced 3D printing, with the machines costing less than $800 and the consumables surprisingly at a similar price to toner cartridges for home multifunction centers. Speakers and headphones come in a wide variety of models, from simple speakers to full-blown 7.1 Dolby surround sound systems, and also from simple earbuds to full-on noise-cancelling game headsets, some of which are wireless, utilising Bluetooth. In time, there will likely be little difference between the last two output devices we consider, manufacturing robots and prosthetics. From simple shoulder-elbow robots to gigantic industrial robots that can literally save manufacturers millions of dollars each year because of their ability to repeat their task correctly forever. The technology used in these is now being brought into the world of prosthetics, which are now computer-controlled devices which take their input from muscles and nerves and can even provide touch-like feedback to the wearer. Probably the best known user of non-standard input and output devices is the physicist Stephen Hawking. He uses an eye-controlled system because his motor neurone disease has left him unable to move. Once he has used the list of words and phrases on screen, or painstakingly spelt words using the eye input system, he then sends the text to a speech synthesizer which allows him to communicate. Click on the link in the description to see a short video explaining this more comprehensively. The last video in the series will deal with storage devices.